Whenever I have clients coming to me with relationship issues, typically telling me that they're ending up with the same person or the same type of person, I always tell them to look at their seventh house. The seventh house in astrology tells us all about our long-term commitments and the way that we approach relationships with other people. The sign that rules over your seventh house is the opposite sign of your rising sign. So an example, if you are an Aries rising, your seventh house is ruled over by Libra. If you're a Taurus rising, your seventh house is ruled over by Scorpio. If you're a Gemini rising, your seventh house is ruled over by Sagittarius, and so forth. And the sign that rules over your seventh house tells us so much about the type of person that you are attracted to, but when you are attracting the wrong type of person, you're typically in the shadow energy of the sign that rules over your seventh house. So given that you, in an example, are a Cancer rising and your seventh house is ruled over by Capricorn, if you're coming to me with relationship issues and we're using astrology to figure out why that is happening to you, I might talk about the shadow aspects of Capricorn's energy, meaning that you're probably attracted to someone who is a workaholic, emotionally cold or unavailable, rigid with you, controlling with you, or cannot see anything beyond what the value that you would bring to your life means for them. Mastering your seventh house energy, on the other hand, would look like this for that same example of a Cancer rising with a Capricorn seventh house. You start setting healthy boundaries, only connecting with people who are emotionally available. You start to find and honor people who love and feel passionately about what they do for work, but also know how to have a work-life balance. And instead of being attracted to people that selfishly only want to see the value that you bring to their life, you start to attract people who are of high value and enjoy feeling like they give back something to the people that they love. Another example of this would be having a Leo rising and you're struggling with your relationships when your seventh house is ruled over by Aquarius. You might feel attracted to rebellious, eccentric, artistic, and otherwise ungrounded and unreliable people. You might find that you are ending up with more interesting than consistent people, and people who have a hard time connecting to their inner world, their heart, their emotions, therefore struggling to hold space for yours. This might look like the typical fuckboy who has some really odd, eccentric job that's not paying his bills, but definitely gets the attention of the people in your life, even if that attention means red flag text messages. But mastering your seventh house energy with that example would mean that you're finding someone who is philanthropic and knows how to look outside of the box. Someone who can fight for their morals, beliefs, and ethics in a way that benefits all. And someone who knows how to leave the status quo behind in order to pave the path for a better future for all people. This is someone who has a deep and genuine heart and knows how to give back in ways that are beneficial to people outside of themselves. And definitely someone who is a good conversationalist and knows how to hold themselves in social gatherings, ultimately leaving your friends and family in shock and awe about how you found such an intriguing partner. So know that the seventh house holds major cheat codes to how you date, but if you're struggling with love, it can also be an indicator to the type of person that you are currently attracted to. So let me know what your rising sign is in the comments, and we can figure out what your seventh house is trying to tell you about your dating life. And you can read all about this on my Substack, Starcrossed. Link is on the video.